Sobrang strong ng opinion ko about this. Not everyone will agree, but let's just get to it. Hey everyone, Nian here. So welcome to another video in my YouTube channel, diba? Tanggal na yung mga amag kasi we're really uploading more videos. So, I will get straight to the point. This is a very interesting thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Something that sobrang strong ng opinion ko about this. Not everyone will agree, but let's just get to it. Okay, so in this video, I am to talk about that one magic question that changes everything for freelancers. Or at least, this is something that I needed when I was starting out. So this thing is so important to me kasi I feel like when you know this, when you ask this question to yourself, a part of you gets liberated. A part of you wants to go out there. A part of you, finally want to make things happen. And as freelancers, as service-based businesses, I feel like we have to know this. So what is that one magic question? So it's this. What makes you feel alive? And I want you to take it so seriously, putting things aside yung mga bagay na alam mo na kasi sabi nila this skill is profitable, this market is profitable, or kung ano man yun. But let's put that aside for now and actually ask yourself this question. What is it? What is that thing that actually makes me feel alive? So it may be travel, it may be beautifying things, it may be coordinating events, or kung ano man yun. I know deep down inside you have that something there. It's not even this big word called passion. It could be just you looking back into the moments of your life that you really felt the happiest. Okay, so again, not everyone will agree on me on this. Not everyone will actually understand this, point of view. Many would even maybe despise me for telling you these things, but I am talking from a perspective of experience that I so believe that we could actually make a living around the things that we truly love and around the things that we truly feel most alive. Kasi I'm coming from a perspective na we are only living one life, and why the hell not, diba? To actually be doing the things na we're naturally inclined to do. So, by asking you this one single question, nagkakameron ka ng breather, nagkakameron ka ng starting point. But I know it's not easy. I know there are a lot of limiting beliefs that would come along the way na hindi to pwede kasi, but I want you to let that sit aside for a while. So this is not me selling you into a lifestyle that I have, completely not. Okay? So these are the things na pag-usapan din natin. Bakit ko gusto na encourage you guys to actually ask yourself this question first before actually continuing or before you even get started. So I have 3 major reasons for you. So first, why do you have to ask yourself this question? Para sa akin, number one thing is because we are living in a social media world, in a very digital world where everything is just out there. You see the lifestyles of different people, you see others, businesses, you see a lot of things. We get exposed to a lot of PR'd versions of our lives, the content that we post, the things that we post, it's a facade, as I would always say. And it's a big pitfall to actually be chasing a dream that's not even yours in the first place. I want you guys to realize na yung mga nakikita natin online, it's not supposed to be your life. I mean, hindi required, at least, diba? I want you to realize that you could actually be living your own life in your own terms kung paano mo siya gusto and how you define success. So, if you start with a starting point of asking yourself, what is that one thing that really makes me feel alive, then you would be inclined to that. You would be going on with your entrepreneurship journey with this in mind, and there might be distractions around this person is doing this, I should do that too, or oh, that looks really interesting, or it looks so cool, then baka sige gawin ko na din yon para cool din ako. So no, when you start with a standpoint of really knowing that, then you get to define your own success, you get to define what's really yours, and you don't fall into people's facades of influencers, of people you follow and all. I mean, there is no harm in that, diba? It's a good inspiration, but there's a very thin line of actually seeing it as inspiration and versus you're really trying to have that kind of life or kind of business na in the first place hindi mo naman gusto, or that's not where your values are. So that is the number one thing why you should consider asking yourself that magic question. And I hope that makes sense. And if it does, I would appreciate if you leave a comment right on kung ano man yung mga initially nyo nang natutunan. Now, this brings me to my second point of why you have to ask yourself this question. Because this is a starting point of you allowing yourself to actually realize that you could actually monetize the things that you naturally enjoy or like doing. Okay? Let me repeat that. This kind of normalizes in your brain that you could actually earn a living by doing the things that are naturally inclined for you to do. So I know na we are more accustomed to the idea na, okay, so you have to graduate college, get good grades, and get a good job, and then yun, parang life starts from there. And there is, nothing wrong about that. Education is so important, but I think this kinds of also robs us of the opportunity of thinking otherwise, na baka pwede na hindi ko sundin yung path na yon if my heart is really calling for something. And as I would always share, why did I leave, the corporate employment job? It's not that I hated it. In fact, I love most parts of it. But yung suffering ko deep inside is parang that voice is getting louder and louder habang tumatagal, because I feel like I have something to do out there that I cannot be enclosed, in a desk. Not that anything is wrong with that, but it's a personal calling that I knew I needed to respond to, and so I did that. So going back to my point, this allows yourself to actually think that you can monetize the things that you really enjoy doing. Okay, so it could be traveling, it could be tasting good food, or kung ano man yun. Kung whatever it is that is in your head and you think it's crazy, it's not. Okay, so I may be in branding, in brand management, I may be doing this, brand collabs, speaking engagement and all, but this isn't the definition of that thing for you. If you want this thing as well, then that's good, but you have to, again, look back to that question. So as you may already know, Vyous Digital is so heavy on the messaging of having this big vision of creating a more vision-friendly world. And this is one of those. It has come to me that it is now part of my job to tell you na live in a generation, in an era of having the internet. And I think na sobrang blessed natin for that, because the people before us didn't have this means, and now we have this kind of resources that actually allows us to do the things noon it may not be existent. Now you have the power in your hands, literally with if you have your phone, is literally within your reach. So you just really have to, claim it in this sense. And I hope that this message really reaches out to you from the screen. Third thing, well, you should be asking yourself this question. Okay? Very important. This removes the fear of competition. Because you know what? When you answer this question, you get to discover your secret sauce. You get to discover that something that's only yours na wala sa iba. Kind of get a starting point of what your brand is, of what your business is all about, on why you're even here, on why you're helping these people, or why you're providing these kinds of services. This is a very strong starting point. And you know what, guys? The very good news is that when you discover these things, when you discover that something that is so unique in you, because we all know na halos we have the same kinds of services, we somehow also serve similar markets, but the entire narrative of the story, the entire value on what differs on how you do things is really the one that separates you from competition. And how is that? Kasi when you have that thing, when you have that thing that is, only yours, something that you can claim that is you, and that is something that's genuinely you, you're in competition against no one. Again, you're not gonna be in competition. You're going against no one. Kasi you do you. You have your own lane. Sure, you have your competition. You offer the same services, but this thing is truly yours. Something that you understand. Magdo-domino effect na siya in a way na alam mo yung next step mo because you're doing something that you understand. And why I ask this question? Kasi this question is clarity. And this is not just clarity about business. This is being self-aware. And this is being self-aware that you could actually be you, and you're doing the world the favor na you're being you to be in service to them. And na lahat tayo, we are all unique individuals coming from different experiences, coming from different backgrounds and all, and you're doing the world the favor of being you. Kasi from my standpoint, that is one of the greatest strengths that we have, that we are so unique. Then why do we have to try to become somebody else na tayo nga mismo, we have this very innate thing that is only ours, and that is our job now to discover that, because it's not going to be an in-your-face thing that this is what you're gonna do. Maybe for some people, diba? But for most of us, it's something that we have to discover. And with that discovery, the very first step is for you to ask this one simple question. What is that something that makes you feel alive? And actually allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to do that and create a living around the things that you truly love. So I hope you guys learned from this very short video. I hope that this is gonna help the trajectory of your freelance business, and remind this to yourself: the world needs you. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your big vision is, the world needs that. And all we have to do is to just keep on thriving, to be better at what we do, so that we can serve more people, so that we can serve these people better moving forward, and that ends up with a better world. So I hope that this entire thing made sense to you, kahit konti lang. Kung ano man yung learnings nyo, drop them below. And then after this, feel free to sit down with yourself and actually think about, ano ba tong ginagawa ko ngayon? Is this something that truly makes you feel alive? Because if not, then maybe you could actually rethink it, and maybe think about it na you are actually free to change that and still be getting a living out of that. And to end this video, I want to have a quick quote here from one of the songs of Ross, who I really love. This line is, "I need you to be you for all of these people to see you." And I hope that this somehow liberates you. I hope that you bring your magic out there, and I'm so excited to see what everyone is gonna do after this. I really hope that this video helped, and that's it. This is Nian, your forever friend and supporter for that vision to reality. I will see you again in the next video.